Dat we geneigd zijn intelligente machines menselijke eigenschappen toe te schrijven, komt omdat ontwerpers ze zo menselijk mogelijk maken. Robots kunnen voor ons zorgen, ingewikkelde taken overnemen, ons zelfs gezelschap houden.
Hello everyone, my name is Geminoid F.
Tot nu toe hebben robots één beperking. Ze kunnen alleen dat waarvoor wij ze ontwikkeld hebben. Guszti Eiben van de Vrije Universiteit gaat een stap verder. Hij verwacht dat er over 10 jaar robots zullen zijn die gemaakt zijn door de robot zelf, door evolutie. Daardoor scheppen we nieuwe levensvormen met oneindig veel mogelijkheden. Maar er kan een moment komen dat we het proces zelf niet meer in de hand hebben.
We see an example of a new life form which evolves and develops better and better brains over time. Each and every robot is physically very simple, but they have a brain which can become very complicated. The interesting thing in this system is that the brains are not programmed by ourselves, but they are evolved. That evolution happens in a very particular way. Each and every robot is capable of producing new brain programs for itself, and each brain program is tested for a certain period of time. What this little guy is doing here, it bumps into a wall and it does not know what to do. It did not discover the rule of just turn a little bit, go backwards and continue moving. So this is apparently a quite stupid brain. This guy is much better. So apparently it got lucky. It got some very well-performing brains, and those brains made him smart, because now it is capable of navigating the arena for a long time without bumping into an obstacle. To see how smart it really is, we have to wait until it bumps or almost bumps into an obstacle and see what its response is to such a situation. It's turning away from an obstacle. It could be a purposeful response to the sensors that tell him that there is an obstacle. It could not. Okay, so here, this is a very well-adapted behavior. It bumped into an obstacle, it rotated a little bit, and tried to drive on. What these little guys cannot do, grow another wheel. What these guys cannot do is grow a camera. If we had the technology for evolvable bodies, we could have a system where they all start with wheels and they all end up with legs. This is a test and development environment which actually is a stand-in for a real application, which could be mining ore thousands of meters under the earth or doing some terraforming mission on another planet. If you have a 3D printer, you could put it here. Just imagine that you have a 3D printer right here, and it can create different bodies, different shapes of robots, of different components. What this 3D printer will do, it will play the role of a birth clinic. Then they come into the kindergarten, where the robots are exercised and taught. And the robots that pass the test will leave the kindergarten, enter the big outside world. In our current system, these very robots that you see here have a very simple system. Meeting is mating. In a more elaborate system, in a more useful system, probably they will test each other. So they will ask each other, how much ore did you collect so far? 2,000 kilograms? I did 20,000 kilograms. You are not good enough for me. And then they will not mate. If they both have collected 20,000 kilograms, they might say, oh, you are a great robot, so we could have a great child. And then they decide to reproduce. What they do is they send their genome to the birth clinic. The birth clinic will receive the genomes and make the recombination, produce a new blueprint, and create a child based on that blueprint. In each and every scenario, I'm using a centralized reproduction facility. It's an infrastructure which can be used as a kill switch. If the robots become dangerous or just simply over-reproduce, so that there are just too many of them, you can simply shut down the whole system by shutting down the birth clinic.